we're a fun group here, the 9 of us that watch regularly. So if you want to be number 10, jump aboard. Hey guys, welcome back to Johnny Americano. We're trying something new. We're filming this first thing in the morning because I wanted to give you my actual first impression of 100 Mile by Stumptown. Now, the interesting thing about this coffee is that it's a grocery store exclusive. I haven't heard of any legitimate coffee roaster, owns a bunch of coffee shops, company that sells a grocery store exclusive roast. And I was scrolling through their Instagram and I saw a comment that was like, why can't I order your 100 Mile? And they were like, it's just a grocery store exclusive. We'll see if it comes to the website soon. So you can't even buy this from their very own website. It's only at the stores. And the good news is it was on sale when I was doing my grocery run yesterday, and so I wasn't going to buy any coffee because I've got like 3 pounds in my cabinets right now, and I think I might have some in the mail, but it was on sale, so I was like, I have to do it. I have to try it. Stumptown is definitely right up there with Onyx Coffee Labs as one of the best I've had. They kind of have the street cred. A lot of people love Stumptown, and so this is it's like a medium roast, and it's supposed to have flavors of jam and toffee in it. And as I was grinding the beans, even when I just opened the bag, you instantly could get those sweet notes of the fruitiness in the flavor. And the cool thing about it being toffee and jam is those are both, like preserved, sort of sugary processed sweet tastes. And so it's not just going to be like fruity floral, but actually more of kind of a sugared, candied flavor. And I'm pretty excited about that kind of sweetness. I've got a really big sweet tooth, and so anytime that world blends with the coffee world, I'm always pretty excited about it. And so I put this in the V60, and I wanted to show you this new technique I'm trying where I just vigorously swirl the V60 brewer to try and mix up the water and the grounds better. So I don't even agitate the grounds with like a stir stick or a spoon anymore. I've been using a chopstick, but I stopped doing that and I started just swirling it, and I actually found that it did a better job of keeping the grounds from getting caught on the side of the filter. So I don't know if you are doing any V60 or pour over methods lately, but swirling it pretty vigorously and swirling it for a while seems to be working for me pretty well in getting the grounds to really be soaking up the flavor and just releasing it into the brew. So that's what I've got in the mug for you today, and as I'm holding it, I can smell all those notes again. But here's kind of the downside to this particular bag of coffee. It's pretty old. That's why it was on sale. I think the beans are marked to go stale in a few weeks, which means it was roasted a couple months ago, which I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that I'm drinking a coffee that was roasted months prior to my tasting of it. But the reason I was willing to give it a shot was it's Stumptown. It's a brew I've never had before, and I saw that it had a pretty good reputation online, people wanting to get a hold of it. So I thought, why not give it a shot? I've never tried old beans from a really nice roaster before, so hopefully it doesn't cut the flavor down, but let's take a look. Gonna have to try again. It's not that good. It smells really good, and honestly, the taste, the goodness in the taste is that it's not bitter, it's not cheap, like it doesn't taste watery or filmy or anything like that. It still tastes like good coffee tastes, but you can't really identify the flavors that they mention in their roast notes on the bag, and I bet that's because it's so old. So Stumptown, I love you. And it's still good coffee. You know, it's definitely heads and shoulders above other coffee that I've had. Whether it's, you know, I know I talk about gas station coffee a lot, but even, you know, coffee out of the drip at you make at home with like pre-ground stuff, Folgers, or even it's a little bit better than the Starbucks we had the other day. But it just doesn't have that like acute, just vibrant flavor that you'd expect there to be in a bag of coffee that costs more than $10, which kind of is the borderline. You know, it's like if you just drink coffee, you don't want to spend more than $5 a bag. If you want decent coffee, but you don't want to spend money on it, you know, then keep it under $10. But if you want nice coffee and you're willing to pay the premium for it, you know, expect to spend about $15 on a bag. And this was less than that. Like I said, it was on sale, but it doesn't have that same pop that you'd expect, or certainly than the Onyx had last week. As it cools down a little bit, you can kind of get a little bit more of that sugary sweetness in there. But again, it just isn't like hitting me. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it's probably worth paying a little bit more if you can check the roast date on the back and find one that was roasted within the month. Buy that one for $14.99 rather than waiting for it to go on sale and then you just miss out on the flavor. And honestly, a bag of coffee, a pound of coffee, this is 12 ounces. This would last me a good 2 weeks, probably if I'm just brewing the V60 by myself at home. So it's economical enough, but yeah, I can't say I recommend buying old coffee from Stumptown. Maybe other brands have it figured out, but if you're gonna get Stumptown, get the fresh stuff. Pay the regular price for it. Order from them online. They ship after they roast after you order, and then they ship it to you. So you never get coffee that's been sitting on the shelf there. So check out their website and order from them, but stay away from the grocery store exclusives that are on sale. That's all I can say.